What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Zenn Magic. Today we're doing another deck review. This is the Virtuoso Spring Summer 2016 deck versus the Orbit version 5 deck. Virtuoso deck is designed by Virtuoso in Singapore, and the Orbit deck was designed by Orbit Brown, and he is in California. They're both cardistry decks. I actually don't know what Orbit version 1 looks like. That'd be pretty interesting to see if I could find those. If anyone's familiar with the Orbit deck, the V4s had a black star pattern background with just the circle in the middle. These are the V4s, definitely a step up from those. Look at those, that's a pretty cool back design right there. The Virtuoso deck does not feature back design. In fact, actually if you look at the entire box, see if you kind of hold it, see if I can get this, but you can kind of see how that is, what the back design will look like. I'm going to start with the Verts because there's something really cool about these. And I also have not actually taken a look at the Orbit deck. So this is the back design for the cards. You can see that when they're fanned, you get this really cool pattern display on them. When they fan two ways, you get that. The cool thing about these is they come with 4 ad cards. And here's the cool thing about the ad cards. So these are the ad cards. They just kind of tell you a little bit about the company and whatnot. All that stuff about them and the cards. But here's the cool thing. On the back of them, you get this pattern. And if you do this, watch this. If I lay them out in order, you get a giant playing card. That's a pretty cool little Easter egg thing on the ad cards. You put them together, you get that. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's figure out that's. So those are what the ad cards do. It doesn't come with any gimmicks because again, it's a cardistry deck, as it says right there, designed for cardistry. So they are all custom built. In fact, one of the things about these is they really tried. It's definitely not something that's actually possible, but they really tried to make this a two-way deck on the faces as well. So you have 6 going this way, 6 going that way, so that makes it. It of course doesn't really work with the 3s and the 9s, but they really tried. In fact, I think for the 7 of diamonds, definitely. Here, let me find the 7 of diamonds. Oh, by the way, they're just standard faces, except for the ace, which is right. Where did I put the ace? And where's that 7 of diamonds? So they tried a little bit. They put it in the center, so on the diamonds it makes it two-way, but they definitely tried a little bit harder. As you can see, very custom faces. Oh, where's the ace of spades? There we go. That's the ace. Look at that ace. It's Spring Summer 2016. Right there. Got the Verts logo. Again, all custom. Everything custom on this deck. See that right there? That's the little, that kind of mimics the back design a little bit. So they are, you see this little border right here, so that when they spread out even this way, you get a little bit of a tag right there. And they handle perfectly because again, they're for cardistry, so. These ones are brand new, haven't been used much. Don't worry, cardistry tutorials are coming. I know I haven't done a tutorial in a while, so we're gonna get back on that. So these are the Virtuoso Spring Summer. I didn't really like the Fall Winter ones. It's this, except that they're green. And I think the 2015 or 17 edition of the Spring Summer, it's like blue and red. But these are the 2016 Spring Summer. They have a whole line they release every year. And these ad cards are so cool because they form a giant card. So that's the Virtuoso deck. If you go to their YouTube, you can see some really cool cardistry demonstrations. I'll put a link to that in the description if you want to check out some of the stuff they do with these cards. Let's go on to the Orbit deck, designed by Orbit Brown. First off, that is a really cool back design. I wish I had the V4s so that we could do a comparison, but I don't. But anyone who's seen them, this is definitely a step up from that. A little bit more of a design aspect to it. Got these little mountains. The stars are different colors. It's a lot more colorful. Distributed by Orbit Brown. Nothing on the bottom. They put that on the side. And then the bottom just has this little spaceship. 5th edition. Again, I would like to see what the first one looked like. Now, it has a 23 up here. I can't actually figure out what that's for. Maybe he puts the number of the deck. I don't know. Although, I guarantee I do not have the 23rd Orbit V5s. Although these are brand new. Just released them. I guarantee I do not have the 23rd deck. So I don't know. Pretty interesting to find out what that's for. He puts his Instagram inside the tuck, and it says up here something. Persist and endure. That must be a little bit smart. I don't know. But that's a pretty cool back design right there. The whole thing is custom, so you see the Joker and that ace right there. It does actually come with, so these are the two Jokers actually. It comes, the rest of them, no, this whole thing is custom, look at this. So this is not black. This is a dark gray, and this is not red, this is pink. So you have a lighter color on there. And it does come with gimmicks. It comes with a duplicate and a double-backed card. So they did it right. Here's the deal. And I need to talk to Theory 11 about this. These two right here, the double-backed card and the duplicate card, these are the most useful duplicates. A blank card is not very useful because everything you can do with a blank card, you can do with a normal deck. Any other card in the deck, that's what you have the Jokers for. These can be your blank cards that you write stuff on. Because it's not cool to do a color change from a blank card, because that tells the audience that that's not a normal deck. The point of a gimmick is it's supposed to be something the audience doesn't know you have. So I think blank cards are just kind of a useless gimmick that shouldn't really come in cards. If you need a blank deck for something, you can buy entire blank decks. But the blank card that comes with these decks, I have never used. I usually throw them out or do something with them. Because they're not useful. Because it's a gimmick that the audience knows you have, so that ruins the whole, it's supposed to be a normal deck. So I'm really glad that the Orbit deck comes with a double backer and a duplicate. Very useful cards. And the rest of the aces are just standard. Right there. So are the core. Actually, so the core cards have a standard design, but they're a little bit customized. You can see that that's not a normal. So they're a little customized right there. And this deck does it too. I don't know if this is the new standard or something, but I've noticed that they tend to reverse the order of the deck halfway through so that it starts going down back to the ace. I don't know if that's like a new standard or something, but that's pretty cool that they do that. So these are the Orbit deck. Let's see how they handle. Pretty well, actually. That's not a thin border. No, that's a standard border. Oh, I like how this goes over the border Just like how the Vert deck has that on the front, so that when you fan it, you get this little swirl kind of thing that goes all the way around. That's pretty cool. So both of these are cardistry decks. So in this case, it's just a matter of what you prefer. The one thing I guess, I don't know if I like this or not. Because of that, it extends through the side right there. I don't know. I tend to not like things that do that. But I don't know, you decide. Both of these have the same texture on the boxes. It's not a normal, like, kind of glossy coat, really. These are made of, like, they have, like, a cardboard texture to them. There's no finish or anything. You definitely check these out. So, Orbit version 5 versus Virtuoso Spring Summer 2016. So, go ahead and vote in the comments which one is best. I will put the links for you to purchase these. If you go through those links, you'll be helping out this channel. Definitely pick yourself up one of these decks. I don't know that I'll be able to leave a link for this one though. But if you like the Orbit decks, I will put a link to the V4s in the description. So definitely check these out. That's all for today. Remember, we perform to amaze. See you next week.